We're a smaller group than we've been in past years, but we are a strong group who come together to plot a course through the probably trickiest economic times most of us have lived through. As we all know, the tough times only increase our responsibilities to do this critical work that we're all involved with. So what better time than this to be together at JFN? We began planning this conference when we thought we were living in a different world, coming out of what can only be described as a thrilling and really inspiring conference in Israel, which, by the way, was our biggest ever. Innovation, yes. Innovation was our logical theme for this year's conference. The Jewish philanthropic world seemed ripe with the opportunity for innovation. But as the realities of the economic turndown became clearer, a different conference was needed. It was time for our network community to come together to do what we do best, to roll up our sleeves and reassess, learn from each other, share ideas, and once again be inspired. Innovation remains the filter through which we're exploring this demanding new world of ours, but it's the demanding world that will get a lot of our attention the next 2 days. Our time together offers opportunities to challenge and be challenged about the tasks ahead. Do we change focus, mission, strategy, find new approaches, or stick with the tried and true? I anticipate many critical conversations over the next 48 hours in the meeting rooms, in the halls, and even tonight on the beach, though we're going to have a lot of fun on the beach as well. I'm also happy to be able to give some good news today. Our proactive, pro-Israel Matching Grants Initiative has just closed. And we were able to offer $815,000 in matching grants for a total of $1.7 million to the field of Israel advocacy. I think we can all be proud of the success we had with that program. And last week, we launched the Richard and Rhoda Goldman Fund Matching Grant Initiative, offering $750,000 in matching grants for the environment in Israel. It's great news that JFN is able to be offering grants during this economic climate. I want to really thank the Conference Planning Committee under the leadership of Don Weinberg. Not only for their great work, but also for having the wisdom to change the focus of the conference, and you have served us very well. We appreciate it. And it wasn't just Don, it was a committee that worked very hard, as well as a staff that put in a little time on the project as well. Beyond welcoming you today, I have several assignments that have been given to me. First and foremost, I want to thank our 6 platinum sponsors. They are the Andrea and Charles Brofman Philanthropies, the American Jewish Joint Distribution Committee, the Bellsberg Family Foundation in honor of the Spirit of Israel experience, the Rashi Foundation, the Alan B. Slivka Foundation, and the Harry and Jeanette Weinberg Foundation. All of us deeply appreciate your generous support of this conference and of JFN. The Nathan Cummings Foundation is a new kind of sponsor. Leave it to them to come up with some innovative ideas. They're helping us minimize the conference's environmental impact by doing several things. They're helping us compensate for the carbon impact of our travel to St. Petersburg and our energy use by buying carbon offsets and renewable energy certificates. And they'll explain to you what that means after the meeting. They've created a major initiative to reduce paper in 2 ways. Session handouts are available only to those of us who want them and need them. All you need to do is go to the computer kiosks in the foyer and print what you want. Remember last year and the years past, those bags of materials we gave and that you probably threw away? This year, you all received a flash drive. It's in your packet in a little white box. The flash drive is loaded with interesting material from sponsors, registrants, and Jewish Innovation Forum participants. Be sure to put it in your USB, if you know what a USB is, your USB drive when you get home, and take a look at all the interesting things that you could have been flooded with and thrown away. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you to the Nathan Cummings Foundation. You'll see a number of people wearing Ask Me buttons. I'm proudly wearing mine. They are members of the Jewish Funders Network board and staff who are glad to answer any questions you might have about JFN or hear your ideas, or with the exception of me, any complaints that you might have. In the foyer, you can find JFN's membership desk. That's another place to get information on programs and services. I hope you've read about the new philanthropic services offerings of our co-directors, Eve Rodsky and Natalie Silver. Sign up at the membership desk if you want to be contacted to discuss any services that are offered. And I also want to thank the teens back there. You can probably recognize them because of their T-shirts. You might also recognize them because they're a lot younger than the rest of us. But they have been helping the conference get off to a great start. These teens, along with hundreds of other teens across the country, are working as grant makers in their local communities. And let me again applaud them for getting an early start on their philanthropic journeys, and I look forward to seeing them at future conferences in the next couple of years. If the community you come from doesn't have a Jewish teen philanthropy program yet, be sure to connect with the folks involved with the Jewish Teen Funders Network, and they'll help you get started. It is really a very rewarding group and program that we're involved with. Okay, so my tasks are done, and it's time to get started. It's my pleasure to introduce Eli Confer, our conference scholar in residence. He is a co-founder and executive director of the Mishon Hadar, a Wexner graduate fellow. He is pursuing a doctorate in liturgy at the Jewish Theological Seminary, where he received his ordination. In May, he was selected as an inaugural Avichai Fellow, known as the Jewish Genius Award. In 2008, the Forward named him one of the top Jewish leaders, and the Jewish Week named him one of the next wave of Jewish innovators in its article 36 Under 36. Speaking of innovation, as he comes up, Eli is going to share with us, believe it or not, a 5-minute devotor. Thank you.